Okay guys, now comes to this next topic, and that is the motion of a charged particle into the magnetic field. Motion means actually how we project the charged particle into the magnetic field and how this charged particle is moving and means on which path the charged particle is moving. Okay, so motion of charged particle means what? Projection of charged particle actually. That is what? Projection of charged particle into the magnetic field. So there is a number of cases are possible. Maybe you consider this charged particle is project parallel to the magnetic field, perpendicular to the magnetic field, at some angle to the magnetic field. Okay, so let me discuss one by one case. So case 1, so projection of charged particle parallel to the field. Okay, projection of charge particle parallel to magnetic field. So now we discuss the case parallel to it. So what is the meaning of this one? See, suppose this is the magnetic field. Consider here. Actually we discussed only about the uniform magnetic field. Right now we must be right into uniform magnetic field. We not consider here it is a non-uniform. Okay, we consider only the uniform magnetic field. So this is the uniform magnetic field. Consider now you have a one charge particle q. So let's consider this is the one charge particle q. So this q is projected parallel to the field, parallel or anti-parallel, whatever this case, parallel or anti-parallel. So you just gives the some velocity to the charged particle in this direction. So this is the velocity and the magnetic field both have a same direction. Then what happen? How this charged particle is moving? If you consider this charged particle is projected parallel to the field, it means angle between the velocity and magnetic field is 0. Both are parallel. Or second possibility, if parallel means you just project this charge particle anti-parallel, then the possible angle is what? 180. Both are opposite to each other, and that is 0. Both are along the same direction. Okay, so what we write here, if this is parallel, then possible theta between the velocity and the magnetic field is what? 0 degree, or anti-parallel then pi. 0 or pi, anti-parallel pi, parallel 0. There is the two cases are possible in the same one. Okay, then how much force is applied? Always the charged particle is moving along this direction of a force. Okay, so what is the force? Magnetic force is given by q into v cross b. So you write this answer in terms of magnitude. So Fm is equal to qvb sine theta. Okay, so this is the magnetic force. So qvb sine 0 0, sine pi 0. So in this case, actually when you consider this situation, in this situation Fm is equal to what? 0. Why? Sine 0 is 0, sine pi is 0, both are 0. It means this force is again 0. Means here in this case the force, magnetic force does not apply on this charged particle. If magnetic force does not apply, it means the direction, this velocity does not change. Okay, so here Fm is 0 means velocity constant. Velocity constant means what? What is the meaning of this velocity constant? It means this charged particle moving along the same direction with the same speed. There is nothing is changed. Okay, velocity is along the same direction. It's continuously moving with the same direction with the same speed. Okay, velocity is constant. It means in this case charged particle, let's we write in this case charged particle moving with same velocity. Same velocity means what? Same speed with the same direction. Means there is no deflection. Same velocity means what? Same speed in same direction. It means charged particle does not deflect it. charge particle does not deflect. So in this case charge particle does not deflect. Okay, so this is our conclusion here. Charge particle, when the charge particle is projected parallel to the field or anti-parallel to the field, then charge particle does not deflect and there is no force is applied, no magnetic force is applied on the charge particle. This is the case when it is parallel. Okay, a very simple case. Now comes to the second case, case 2. Here the charge particle is parallel to the magnetic field. Now let's say take this perpendicular. So projection of charge particle perpendicular to magnetic field. That is the second case. If it is perpendicular, then what? So here we just discussed this. So it is a magnetic field. Simple. Consider, suppose this is a magnetic field. Magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane and it is uniform. Consider this is the magnetic field. It is perpendicular to the plane, means magnetic field is like this. Okay, in going into the plane, perpendicular and going into the plane. This type of magnetic field. Suppose now the charge particle is projected into the field like this. This is the velocity. This is what? Velocity. So charge particle is projected perpendicular. See, this is velocity. Here it is magnetic field. This both. See, what is this angle? Right now actual situation is this one, but angle is what right now? 90 degree. Okay. Now this angle is 90 degree. So perpendicular means what? Perpendicular means theta is equal to 90 degree. So what is this magnetic force? If you just write the equation of magnetic force, Fm is equal to QVB sin 90. Sin 90 is 1. So answer is only what? QVB. This much of force is applied on the charge particle. Okay. See, QVB sin 90. Theta is 90. So put here 90. Sin 90. Sin pi by 2 is what? 1. So put it is 1. So Fm is equal to QV. This much of force is applied on the charge particle. And now what is the direction of this force? Let's see, find the direction by the using of right hand thumb rule. So here direction, right hand thumb rule. Use this right hand thumb rule. See, let me use very simple. This is the magnetic velocity. Here it is magnetic field. This one. This is the situation. Arrange your right hand parallel to the velocity. So arrange your right hand parallel to velocity. So this one. Okay, V cross B. So parallel to this one, curl your fingers towards the second. Second is what? B. So parallel to the parallel to the velocity. Curl your fingers towards the magnetic field. So ऐसे यहाँ पे होगा. See, arrange your right hand parallel to the velocity. Curl your fingers towards the magnetic field. So thumb is the direction of force. So actual condition is this one. Arrange your right hand parallel to the velocity. Curl your fingers towards the magnetic field. Where is the thumb? Here. This thumb is the direction of magnetic force. So this is the direction of magnetic force. So draw this one. So here this magnetic force is this one. This is the magnetic force. It means this charge particle is deflect. The charge particle is not moving along straight line because force यहाँ पे तो उस साइड डिफ्लेक्शन होगा, मीन्स एक्सेलरेशन उस डायरेक्शन में. सो यहाँ पे चार्ज पार्टिकल कुछ डिफ्लेक्ट हो जाएगा. मान लो कि ऐसे यहाँ पे जा रहा था, ऐसे यहाँ पे कहीं पे पहुँच गया फोर्स बिकॉज ऑफ दिस फोर्स द चार्ज पार्टिकल इज एक्चुअली मूविंग इन स्ट्रेट लाइन, बट here this force is applied, so maybe the direction is deflect like this. We don't know where it is going. So let's consider, suppose here now in the new situation velocity is in this direction. Consider in the new situation velocity is like this one. So this is the velocity and here is the magnetic field like this. Actual situation is again perpendicular. See, okay, पहले यहाँ पे कौन सी situation थी? That is the velocity and here is the magnetic field like this. Now this is change in this way. Because of this force this change like this. Okay, so here this is the velocity and that's magnetic field. Again, where is the force? अरेंज योर राइट हैंड पैरेलल टू वेलोसिटी, चलो यहाँ पे अरेंज किया. कर्ल योर फिंगर्स टुवर्ड्स द बी, तो यहाँ पे तो ऐसे यहाँ पे फोर्स ऐसे है, देखो द फोर्स इज लाइक दिस. सो हियर एंड दिस सिचुएशन फोर्स इज समवेयर हियर Fm. अगेन द चार्ज पार्टिकल इज चेंज इज डायरेक्शन. सी ऐसे यहाँ पे जा रहा था फोर्स यहाँ पे, तो फिर से उसकी डायरेक्शन जो है थोड़ी चेंज हो जाएगी. सो दिस वन इज सपोज टू बी मूविंग अलोंग दिस वन. कंसिडर यहाँ पे मान लो कि डायरेक्शन कुछ ऐसी है. This is the new direction of velocity. So velocity is this one, magnetic field is this one, actually again this one. See, this charge part initial situation, this one, this one, this one, this one, again this, somewhere here. Okay, again find the direction of magnetic force in this situation. Magnetic field, velocity, parallel to the velocity, curl your finger. So force is this one. Use the right hand thumb rule. So arrange your right hand parallel to the velocity, curl your fingers towards the B. So thumb is here. So this is the direction of magnetic force. Right now direction of magnetic force is this one. So this is the magnetic force. Again this velocity is changed because of this force direction is like this. So magnetic velocity is changed. Consider somewhere new condition, velocity is this one. Suppose, okay, so see, magnetic field and velocity is this one. So use the right hand thumb rule again. So like this, force is somewhere here. See, use the right hand thumb rule. So velocity, magnetic field के side इसको curl करो. So thumb is like this one. So this is the direction of magnetic force. So here, this one is the direction of magnetic force. Okay, so if you consider this whole situation, then now this charge particle is moving like this. See. So this is the like a this is like a circle, see, and this force is always meet at some single point. This force is meet at some point like this. So this is its center. Oh, consider. So it means when you project the charge particle into the magnetic field perpendicular to it, then the charge particle is moving along a circular path. This charge particle is moving along a circular path, and this force is always towards the center. This magnetic field is always towards the center. See, it means the centripetal force is provided by this magnetic force. It means magnetic force is provided here, a centripetal force. Magnetic force is work as a centripetal force. So in this situation, if this velocity is like this one, so here velocity does not change. In this situation, velocity means direction of velocity is changed, but the speed of this particle does not change, only direction is changed due to this magnetic force, because this charge particle is moving along a circular path. Circular path में velocity constant, uniform circular path है तो फिर velocity motion है तो velocity कैसे होगी, constant होगी. So here velocity means speed is constant, velocity only direction of the velocity is changed. So speed of the particle is same here. So in this case, by this way, this magnetic field is always towards the center of circle. ऐसे magnetic force कहाँ पे आने वाला है, center of circle. Okay, so here we write the note. When the charge particle is projected parallel to it, the charge particle does not deflected. Here the charge particle is deflected and it is moved along a circular path. Okay, so let's write this note. Charge particle is moving along a circular path with same speed, only direction of velocity is changed, its magnitude does not change. So with same speed, actually we write here same speed, only direction of velocity is change, like a uniform circular motion. Okay, so this has becomes a uniform circular motion. This has becomes a uniform circular motion. Exactly same. You apply all the concept of the uniform circular motion here, whatever you understand, whatever you are studying during the circular motion about the uniform circular motion, then you just apply all this concept of the uniform circular motion is here. Okay, so it means this Fm, whatever this derived here, QB, is provide the centripetal force. It means centripetal force is equal to magnetic force here. So here we write the simple statement: magnetic force is equal to centripetal force. Consider this charged particle having suppose mass is m, and the circular path radius is supposed to be r. So what is the situation? See, this is the situation. This is charged particle q having mass m and the radius is r. This is the velocity everywhere in this region. Consider this magnetic field is this one, then force is always towards the center, Fm, like this. Okay, so in this situation these all are perpendicular to each other, and Fm is equal to what? Fc. So you put the value of this one, then what is Fm here? Only QEB, because this angle is what? 90 degree. So angle is 90 degree. See, this angle is 90, as well as V and B both are perpendicular to each other. So it's also means this whole quantities Fm, V and B all are perpendicular to each other. So angle sine theta here in this one, put the sine theta is equal to 1. So QAB. And what is Fc? Fc is always written as mv square upon r. So this is mv square upon r. Then what is the radius of circular motion? Here we find the equation of radius of this circular path. Okay, so here v is cancel out and find the r from this one. So r is equal to mv upon qb. R is equal to mv upon qb. This is the radius of a circular path, because this charged particle is moving along a circular path, and means then what is the radius of this one? So radius is this one. So you must be remember this equation for the MCQ, because number of MCQ which is asking to you based on this theory. Okay, so that is what radius of circular path or circular trajectory. Sometimes this type of question is also asking to you, what is the trajectory for the charged particle when the charged particle is projected perpendicular magnetic field? So the trajectory is which one? Circular. You just write the answer in this format. Okay, so here this is the radius of a circular path. Now how much time is required to complete a one revolution? So it's time period, we call it is a time period. So that is another equation. Let's write this one. First one is the radius. Now time period. So in this case time period is given by very simple equation, as we studied in a circular motion. T is equal to 2 pi r upon v. T is given as a 2 pi r upon v. Okay, means the total time is equal to total distance. How much distance? Thus periphery of a circle. So periphery of a circle is r, 2 pi r, and this velocity speed is what? V. So 2 pi r upon v, that is the time period. Total distance upon speed. Okay, so put the value of 2 r is here. So 2 pi upon v into mv upon qb. So v cancel out. So what is the answer of t? So t is equal to 2 pi m upon qb. So it means time period is independent of velocity. You must be right here. Time period, whatever you derived here, this 2 pi m upon qb means time period is completely independent of a velocity. उसके ऊपर वो depend नहीं करता है. Okay. So now what is frequency? So frequency f is equal to 1 upon time period. Frequency is given as a 1 upon time period. So reciprocal of this one. So what is this? qb upon 2 pi m. What is angular velocity? Means angular frequency. Here we write this answer. Omega is equal to 2 pi f. Omega is equal to what? 2 pi f. So 2 pi cancel out. So answer is what? 2 pi m. 2 pi cancel out. So qb by m. So that is what? qb by m. So this is omega. So here we derive the three quantities. First one is actually four quantity: r, t, f and omega. So r is equal to mv upon qb, time period is equal to pi m upon qb, f is equal to qb upon 2 pi, omega is equal to qb upon f. From here, from this one, we just conclude the one thing: time period, frequency or angular frequency, all are independent from the velocity of a charged particle. It does not depend on the velocity. For whatever this velocity is, whatever the velocity is given to you, this is does not change. It means it is constant. Velocity is change. Velocity is change. Okay, it means momentum is also change. Everything is change, but this are not change. Velocity means speed does not change, but velocity is change because of its direction. Okay, so all of you guys, you must be write some notes about this one. And this case, in this case, note 1: velocity is increases, radius is increases. Velocity is increases, radius is increases. First, second note in this one: the time period, frequency, time period and frequency does not depends on velocity. That means does not depends on a speed of a charged particle. Write down: time period and frequency does not depends on a speed of a charged particle. Speed of a charged particle. Second one, okay, for whatever the speed of a charged particle, time period and frequency always same. Time period and frequency always same. Write down up to where v is always less than c. Where v is always less than c. If the v is greater than c, then this one is not applied because mass is changed at that time, so frequency and time period also change. But if v is less than c, then and then only we apply this situation. Thus frequency and time period does not depends on a speed. Okay, now the third note here. Here they write down the third note. Very simple. The work done by this Fm on a charged particle in this situation. Why I am writing this equation here? Why we consider it as a uniform? That's a note for this one. Why we consider it's a uniform circular motion? So that is we just write the reason of this one. Write down the note third: uniform circular motion के लिए. Here work done by magnetic force. Work done by magnetic force on the charged particle. Work done by magnetic force on the charged particle is always zero. Work done by magnetic force on charged particle is always zero. Why? See here, I am just write this reason here why it is zero. Okay, so you consider this situation simple. Here this Fm and V both are always perpendicular to each other. So Fm perpendicular to V, it means Fm perpendicular to displacement. It means work done is equal to Fd cos theta. Theta is 90, so work done is equal to what? 0. If work done is 0, then use WAT, work energy theorem. What is work energy theorem? WAT. So here we write the simple one: delta K is equal to W is equal to 0. It means K initial is equal to K final. काइनेटिक एनर्जी सेम है तो फिर स्पीड भी कैसी होगी? सेम ही होगी, इसलिए मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है with the same speed. Here I am write this equation, this one, where the charged particle is moving with the same speed, does not change. So it means K initial is equal to K final. Okay, so here we write the simple one: V initial is equal to V final. So during this motion, speed does not change, only the direction of this velocity is change. Okay, so you must be right. This is the third note for all of you. When the charged particle is projected perpendicular to the magnetic field, first one, R increases if the V increases. Second one, if V less than C, then time period frequency does not depends on the speed of a charged particle, and always here the charged particle moving with the same speed means work done is zero. Work done is zero. So we use this relation WAT, delta K is equal to W is equal to 0. It means K initial is equal to K final. So V initial is equal to V final. Speed does not change. Okay, so all of you guys note this one. Then after we are just come to the third case, parallel perpendicular at some angle. Okay, पहले notes करो, उसके बाद third case पे चलते हैं. Now comes to the third case, the case 3. Okay, first case is which one? Parallel. Second case is what? Which one? Perpendicular. Now oblique projection. Oblique projection means at some angle. Okay, so charged particle, case 3, charged particle projected at some angle. At some angle means what? Oblique projection. That is what? Oblique projection at some angle to magnetic field. Okay, this type of situation, very simple. Let's consider, suppose this is the magnetic field. Here we just using this direction, axis supposed to be x, consider it is y, and here it is z, like this type of situation. Okay, so it's easy to understand actually. So consider this magnetic field is parallel to this x-axis. Magnetic field is considered as a parallel to the x-axis, like this. Okay, now charged particle is projected into this magnetic field. Charged particle is projected into the magnetic field at some angle. Consider this is the charged particle q having the mass is what? M. Now you just project this charged particle like this with some velocity v. Okay, so angle between the charged particle velocity and the magnetic field is what? Theta. See, this is the velocity, this is the magnetic field. So consider this angle is theta. So charged particle is projected at some angle theta. So what is this question actually? What is this problem here? How this charged particle is moving? What is the trajectory of this charged particle? So very simple. Here this velocity having a two components. Actually this is nothing. It is a combination of a case 1 and case 2. Why? See here, you take this components of this velocity. The first component is this one, second component is this one. So first component is along the magnetic field, second component is perpendicular to the magnetic field. Along the magnetic field consider V parallel, and perpendicular magnetic field consider V perpendicular. So from figure, what you have to write? Parallel component is adjacent of theta, so that is cos theta. So V parallel is equal to V cos theta. V parallel is equal to what? V cos theta. And V perpendicular is equal to what? V sin theta. So here we write down this equation is equal to V sin theta. So if you consider this parallel, means case 1, there is no magnetic force is 0. So here there is no role of this V parallel. The charged particle is moving along a circular path due to only this perpendicular component. Because parallel components से तो charged particle same direction में move होगा. So due to these components, the charged particle is moving along a circular path, and due to these components, charged particle is moving along this magnetic field. So here we write the role of this both velocity due to V perpendicular, charged particle moving along circular path, and due to V parallel, charged particle moving along straight line. मतलब यहाँ पे कुछ ऐसी सिचुएशन होगी, ड्यू टू V perpendicular, the charged particle is moving along a circular path. Okay, and due to this charged particle moving along straight line, so this charged particle is moving along like this, moving like this. Okay, circular as well as straight, circular as well as straight, circular as well as straight. So both are together means like this. So charged particle moving in a helical path. So charged particle is moving in a helical path like this. Okay, due to this parallel perpendicular component, charged particle is moving in a circle, and due to this parallel component, charged particle is moving along a straight line. So this path is what? It is a combination of a straight line and the circular, and that is becomes helical. So this trajectory is what? Helical path with uniform pitch. Now what is a pitch? So how much distance is covered? How much distance is covered in a straight line during a one time period? That's called a pitch. Okay, so from here to here, one circle is complete. See, from here to here, one circle is complete. When the one circle is complete, how much straight line distance is covered? That's called a pitch. So pitch means this distance, and it is denoted by P. So what is the trajectory of this case? Trajectory of the charged particle in this case is what? Helical path with a uniform pitch. When it is non-uniform, we discuss later on, but right now this is the uniform pitch. Okay, now how we write this everything? Radius of this circle, pitch. So here radius of this means circular path is only due to V perpendicular. So what is actually radius? If you want to write the radius, then R is equal to mv upon qb, as we know. R is equal to what? mv upon qb. But here V is which one? In this, when we derive this relation, we use the V, but V is perpendicular to the magnetic field. तो यहाँ पे कौन सी velocity perpendicular है? This one or this one or this one? So here this V perpendicular is perpendicular. So here only you just replace the V by V perpendicular. Your answer is like this. Even you apply this equation, you get this answer, mv perpendicular upon qb, because circular path is only due to V perpendicular, not due to this V parallel. Okay, so what is your answer? Put this value. So R is equal to m, V perpendicular, V sin theta, so mv sin theta upon qb, that is R. Now what is time period? So time period T is equal to 2 pi m upon qb. Here V is not present, so this equation does not change. 2 pi m upon qb, यहाँ पे V ही change हो रहा है, बाकी तो सब ऐसे ही है. तो T is given by the same, there is no change. So that is time period. Now what is the pitch? So how much distance covered along a straight line? This one. During one circle, during a one completion of a circle, means during a one time period. Okay, and due to which velocity this particle is moving along a straight line? Due to parallel components. So distance is, pitch V is nothing. Pitch is a distance covered by the charged particle along a magnetic field in a one time period. What is pitch? Pitch is a distance covered by the charged particle along a magnetic field in a one time period. So distance is equal to speed into time. So here distance means pitch is equal to speed into time. But which speed? Due to which speed this charged particle moving along a straight line? V parallel. So V is replaced by V parallel. And how much time? In which time this distance is considered? In a one time period. So this T is replaced by a capital T. So this equation is nothing. It is exactly same as the distance is equal to speed into time. So put the both value here. So what is this pitch? So pitch is equal to V parallel. V parallel is V cos theta into time period, 2 pi m upon qb. So 2 pi m upon qb. So this motion is actually combination of this both cases, case 1 and case 2. So for case C, you only remember these two cases properly. If you understand these two cases properly, then this is quite easy to understand. ओके, सो आपको थर्ड केस के लिए आपको पहले दो केस आपको याद होने चाहिए. सभी इक्वेशन उसमें से रखने, सिर्फ यहाँ पे जो सर्कुलर स्ट्रेट लाइन का पार्ट था, पहले केस में स्ट्रेट लाइन था, सेकंड केस में सर्कुलर था, यहाँ पे दोनों का कॉम्बिनेशन है. सो दिस पाथ इज बिकम्स हेलिकल. This path is becomes helical. But which type of helical? This is also called a helical. See, this is also called a helical path. Okay, but with a non-uniform pitch. Here this is a uniform, means each case same distance is covered. Do you understand? So you must be remembered, because this type of MCQs is asking in an examination which type of helical path. This options are like this: helical path with uniform pitch, helical path with a non-uniform pitch, like this. So here you remember only helical path with a uniform pitch. Okay, so that is the third case. All of you guys note down this one, then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Okay, guys, come to the next one. Deflection of charged particle due to magnetic field. Actually, we discussed about deflection. When it is parallel, it's moving along a straight line. When it is a perpendicular, it's moving along a circular path. Circular path means it is deflect. Okay, and when it is at some angle to the magnetic field, then it is a case of helical path. Okay, here we only discuss. Miss you write first of all. You write this topic in additional note. We discuss of one case, deflection of charged particle due to magnetic field when it is projected perpendicular. When it is projected perpendicular, that is a special case. We write this one is in a special note. When charged particle projected perpendicular magnetic field and it deflection. Okay, and that is a different cases. Let's we understand. Suppose this type of magnetic field is given to you. This type of magnetic field is given to you, thus like this. Okay, uniform magnetic field perpendicular to the plane. But right now, not charged particles enter like this and it's moving circle full. Maybe it's possible the charged particle is not able to move the full circle if this projection is not like this one. So you change the direction of projection. It's perpendicular, okay, but you change the direction of projection, then maybe it's possible only charged particle is moving, not a full circle, charged particle only coming out from the magnetic field after covering some arc. Okay, then what happen in this situation? What we are doing? So simple case, see, suppose that is a charged particle. So this one is a charged particle having mass m, is projected into this one like this, is projected with the velocity v into the magnetic field. Then there is a possible case is what, it's enter from here, then the charged particle is coming out. See, this much of part, it means this much of arc is, that is the one part of a circle. Some arc is formed inside this magnetic field. Then after, charged particle is moving along this one, because here magnetic field is not present. If here again magnetic field is present, it's completed circle. But this magnetic field is present within this region. Within this region. यहाँ पे कोई magnetic field नहीं है, तो ऐसे यहाँ पे enter होगा, ऐसे यहाँ पे just coming out. Okay, then how to find this one? So it's if this circle is formed, then actual circle is this one. See, if you complete this circle, actually circle कोई है नहीं, लेकिन यहाँ पे ऐसे circle ऐसे बनेगा. So here is the center. Here it is the center. Consider center C. Then radius is what? R. What is this radius? R. ऐसे आप यहाँ पे समझ सकते हो, ठीक है? Then how you just gives this radius? So equation is again same. So what radius is given by R is equal to mv upon qb. If the time period is given to you, then time period is given by T is equal to 2 pi m upon qb, as well as frequency is given as a 1 upon t. Frequency, then it is what? 1 upon t. This everything is given to you. Okay, and here it is this time period and frequency. Both are independent of speed of charged particle. As we studied in the previous one. That's exactly same, there is no change. But here this much of time is required only. Then how we just getting this answer? So यहाँ पे आप कुछ angle ले लो alpha. Suppose here you can say how much angle, this is supposed to be alpha. Then the time spent by this charged particle into the magnetic field, then we are not use this equation 2 pi m upon qb. So at that time how we just find this one? So write down this one, time spent by charged particle into magnetic field. Time spent by charged particle into magnetic field. Then time is equal to what? Time is equal to arc length upon speed. Actually time is given by this equation. Time is equal to arc length upon speed. Now what is the arc length? So arc length is this one, so use this angle. Suppose arc length is supposed to be L, then what is this angle? Angle is equal to arc upon radius. Angle is equal to what? Arc upon radius. So what is this length? So length is equal to angle into r, where alpha must be in radian. Alpha is in radian. ओके, तो यहाँ पे आर्क लेंथ का इक्वेशन ये हो जाएगा. स्पीड, व्हाट इज द स्पीड? So speed is supposed to be v. You just project the charge particle with the speed v, then put this value. Then your time spent is given like this. Time spent is equal to alpha into r upon v. Alpha into r upon v. Where what is r upon v? R upon v is m upon qb. R upon v is equal to what? M upon qb. आप इसका भी इक्वेशन यूज कर सकते हो और आप ऐसे भी लिख सकते हो. T is equal to alpha into R upon v. So M upon qb. अगर v के टर्म में आंसर चाहिए तो फर्स्ट इक्वेशन, और q और m के टर्म में आंसर चाहिए तो सेकेंड इक्वेशन. बट हियर अल्फा मस्ट बी इन रेडियन. अल्फा आपको यहाँ पे रेडियन में लिखना है, ठीक है. एंड व्हाट इज दिस अल्फा? अल्फा इज द एंगल फॉर्म्ड एट द सेंटर by the two ends of an arc. What is this alpha here? Alpha, you must be right here. Alpha is a angle formed at the center by two end of an arc. ओके, दोनों आर्क के दोनों एंड से सेंटर पे जितना एंगल फॉर्म होता है उसको अल्फा बोलते हैं, ठीक है. आपको मतलब जियोमेट्री आपको पता होगी. सो जियोमेट्री से आप अल्फा को फाइंड करो, मतलब जो भी एंगल आपको गिवन है उस गिवन एंगल से आप अल्फा फाइंड करो. अल्फा रेडियन में लिखो, रेडियन का यहाँ पे रख दो. एम अपॉन क्यूबी के टर्म में आंसर चाहिए तो इसका इक्वेशन करो. आर अपॉन वी, आर और वी के टर्म में आंसर चाहिए तो इसका ये इक्वेशन यूज करो, ठीक है. तो दोनों इक्वेशन में आपको क्या मिल जाएगा? टाइम स्पेंड बाय द charge particle into the magnetic field. Here this time is what? This time is the total time required to complete this circle. But sometime maybe this type of situation is possible. Thus charge particle is projected in such a way so this charge particle does not able to complete the circle into the magnetic field. Then at that time use this equation. You get the answer. Do you understand? So that is a simple situation. यहाँ पे भी ऐसा ही है. देखो यहाँ पे 2 pi है. 2 pi क्या है? 2 pi is the angle formed by the charge particle into the angle formed by the charge particle in the whole circle. So whole circle का एंगल 2 pi होता है. वहाँ पे आप अल्फा रख दो सिर्फ, तो अल्फा m अपॉन क्यूबी, अल्फा m अपॉन क्यूबी आ गया. तो सेम इक्वेशन यहाँ पे t की जगह अब कैपिटल T चाहिए तो अल्फा कितना हो जाएगा? 2 pi. तो आ गया सेम इक्वेशन. तो ये इक्वेशन यूज करके आप टाइम स्पेन फाइंड कर सकते हो. Okay, now comes to the next one. That is the one special case, the deflection of a charged particle due to the magnetic field, but the one section of a magnetic field. Okay, so deflection of charged particle due to section of magnetic field. Section of magnetic field means what? This type of only small section is given to you. Only this much of. Again we discuss the same case, projected perpendicular. इसमें भी यही आपको याद रखना है, projected perpendicular, ठीक है. दोनों केस में सेम डिस्कशन करते हैं. So यहाँ पे कुछ ऐसा मैग्नेटिक फील्ड ऐसा मान लो. Only sector, the sector is given to you. What is the width of this sector? Consider supposed to be this magnetic field is given in a length of d only, and the span of this magnetic field is what? D. This much of magnetic field is given to you. Then what happens? See, suppose charged particle is entered into the magnetic field like this. Charged particle is moving along this direction. ओके, तो यहां पे एंटर हुआ दिस वन. तो चार्ज पार्टिकल्स एंटर एट दिस वन. सो यहां से उसकी डायरेक्शन जो है थोड़ी चेंज हो जाएगी, और 10 चार्ज पार्टिकल्स मूविंग अलोंग अ सर्कुलर पाथ, and here the charged particle is leaving. See, यहाँ पे r की given है, so this one is the situation. So this speed is what? V. So actually charged particle is moving along this direction initially, finally is this one. Then what is this deflection? Then the charged particle is deflected by some angle theta. Consider this angle is supposed to be theta. So this angle is what? Supposed to be theta. We don't know what is this angle. Consider it is theta. Okay. Then this how we just find this one, how much time is required, everything. So again use this using the same equation, but here we derive this deflection angle. In this case we have this type of questions asking to you find this deflection, find the deflection of a charge particle. Then here we find deflection angle. वो क्या है? थीटा. यहाँ पे आपको थीटा फाइंड करना है. मतलब इनिशियल डायरेक्शन जो है ए थी, फाइनल ए हो गया, तो कितना डिफ्लेक्शन हुआ? थीटा. ओके, मतलब कि यहाँ पे जो एंगल आपका फॉर्म हुआ है वो कितना है? थीटा. मान लो कि इसका कुछ सेंटर यहाँ पे ए है सेंटर, सो दिस वन लाइक दिस. व्हाट इज दिस? आर. एंड व्हाट इज दिस? डी. है ना, वो तो डी ही है. ए जो है आर है, ए उसका सेंटर है. यहाँ पे अगर ऐसे फॉर्म होता तो पूरा सेंटर यहाँ पे आता है, ऐसा मान के चलो. तो फिर ए आर होगा, ए डी है. ठीक है, और ए भी आर ही होगा. टोटल भी कितना होगा? आर, क्योंकि ए भी सर्कल का ही पार्ट है इसलिए सेंटर यहाँ पे रखा है. ए भी सर्कल का पार्ट है, ए भी सर्कल का पार्ट है, इसलिए सेंटर आपका यहाँ पे आएगा. तो ए भी आर है, पूरा ए आर है और ए डी है. ठीक है, इट्स अ गिवन टू यू, डी. देन हाउ टू गेट दिस आंसर? Thus angle of deflection theta. So use the geometry concept. This total 90. तो ये थीटा है, क्योंकि ये थीटा ही है, थीटा डिफ्लेक्शन आपने लिया है. एंगल ऑफ डिफ्लेक्शन इज इक्वल टू थीटा. सो दिस वन इज व्हाट? 90 माइनस थीटा. तो ए पूरा 90 है, ए 90 है, ए थीटा है, 90 माइनस थीटा है, तो फिर ए थीटा ही होगा. ये क्या हो जाएगा? π/2 माइनस थीटा, है ना. सो ये थीटा होगा. यहाँ पे z फॉर्म हुआ, देखो, तो यहाँ पे z फॉर्म हुआ, तो ए एंगल कितना हो जाएगा? थीटा. और ए राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल फॉर्म हुआ, दिस वन. सो इन अ राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल, सो फ्रॉम फिगर व्हाट यू हैव टू राइट? राइट एंगल ट्राइंगल में आपके पास अपोजिट और हाइपोटेनियस है, सो यूज द साइन थीटा. सो साइन थीटा इज इक्वल टू डी अपॉन आर. साइन थीटा इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? Opponent upon hypotenuse. So from this is your answer finally. From this, theta is equal to sine inverse d upon r. This is the angle of deflection. You remember this equation directly. Whenever this type of questions is asking in an examination, at that time use this equation directly. You not derive this anything. Simple, d upon r. Sin theta is equal to what? D upon r. D means what? Length of a magnetic field sector, magnetic field section, and r is what? Radius. From radius is what? R is equal to mv upon qb. Again यहाँ पे भी आपको रेडियस का आंसर क्या लिखना है? r is equal to mv upon qb रखना है, नथिंग इज चेंज. ओके, रख के आपको ये फाइंड करना है. ठीक है, सिंपल है आपका इक्वेशन. इस तरह से आप डायरेक्टली इक्वेशन का यूज करके जो भी आपका क्वेश्चन हो सॉल्व कर सकते हो. नाउ here thus some cases. See, sin theta is d upon r, so always less than 1, otherwise it is not possible. If d greater than r, then it is greater than 1. It is not possible. Sin theta never greater than 1. So this case is only useful when d is less than r. So यहाँ पे हम केस की इक्वेशन तो यही है, लेकिन केस 1 लेते हैं पहले. When d लेस देन आर. डी लेस देन आर है, तो साइन थीटा का आंसर क्या होगा? मतलब यहाँ पे थीटा क्या हो जाएगा? थीटा इज इक्वल टू साइन इनवर्स डी अपॉन आर. ये हो जाएगा. केस 2 लेते हैं इसमें. इफ d in r दोनों ही सेम है, then put here d upon r. d upon r is equal to 1. Suppose both are same, then d upon r is 1. sin theta is 1. When sin theta is 1, when theta is equal to pi/2. अगर एक केस है तो आपको डायरेक्टली थीटा रखना है pi/2, कोई कैलकुलेशन नहीं करनी. यू जस्ट पुट इट डायरेक्टली pi/2. ओके, सिंपल है. केस 1 d लेस देन r है तो साइन इनवर्स d अपॉन r. डी इक्वल टू आर है तो π/2, ओके यहाँ पे रखो तो ऐसे कुछ हो जाएगा। एक्चुअल केस ऐसा होता है, देखो यहाँ पे ये आपका मैग्नेटिक फील्ड है, ये आपका मैग्नेटिक फील्ड है, जैसे आपने यहाँ से चार्ज पार्टिकल को प्रोजेक्ट किया तो कुछ इस तरह से सो चार्ज पार्टिकल इज मूविंग, यहाँ पे हाफ सर्कल कंप्लीट हो गया, चार्ज पार्टिकल ऐसे मूव होगा, तो ऐसे जा रहा था और सॉरी ऐसे इनिशियल था, ऐसे फाइनल हुआ, तो एंगल कितना हो गया 90 डिग्री। सो दिस इज द केस व्हेन द एंगल इज π/2, when the D and R both are same. Okay, now the case 3, और ये आपको अच्छी तरह से याद रखना है, when D greater than R, तो फिर D greater than R है तो sin थीटा greater than 1 हो जाएगा, it is not possible situation, तो ऐसी कोई सिचुएशन पॉसिबल नहीं है। तो उसमें क्या होगा, देखो इसमें आपको थीटा डायरेक्टली लिखना है, इफ D greater than R, तो D इतना है, यहाँ से आपने चार्ज पार्टिकल को प्रोजेक्ट किया, मान लो ऐसे ए आर से ज्यादा है, तो फिर क्या होगा, ऐसे यहां से जाके ऐसे हाफ सर्कल कंप्लीट करके वापस आएगा, है ना, ऐसे हाफ सर्कल ऐसे कंप्लीट करके तो चार्ज पार्टिकल इज कमिंग बैक। ओके, यहाँ पे तो इनफ स्पेस है, मतलब डी है उस आर से ग्रेटर देन है, तो आर तो इतना ही होगा, देखो this one is your R, then D R से ज्यादा है तो फिर चार्ज पार्टिकल से कम बैक टू द पाथ and is complete हाफ सर्कल कंप्लीट किया, तो इनिशियल एंगल, इनिशियल वेलोसिटी इज दिस वन, फाइनल वेलोसिटी दिस वन, व्हाट इज दिस एंगल पाई। तो इसमें आपको डायरेक्टली आंसर लिखना है when D greater than R sin theta is theta is equal to a deflection angle pi। ए इक्वेशन कब यूज करना है, व्हेन द डी इज लेस देन आर ओनली, इफ इक्वल टू आर है तो π/2 आ जाएगा, ग्रेटर देन आर है तो पाई आ जाएगा। ओके, व्हेन द सेक्शन ऑफ द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड इज गिवन टू यू, दिस इक्वेशन इज ओनली यूज व्हेन डी लेस देन आर, इफ डी इक्वल टू आर यू राइट द आंसर डायरेक्टली π/2 एंड डी ग्रेटर देन आर राइट द आंसर डायरेक्टली पाई। ओके, अदरवाइज व्हेन द डी लेस देन आर यूज दिस इक्वेशन, अदरवाइज नॉट, you just remember it simply। Okay, so this is the case, you just write this whole the theory in additional note for MCQs only। Okay, तो नोट करो इस पूरी theory को। Okay, let's come to this next one, example which is based on a motion of a charged particle from the textbook illustration number 4.3। what is the problem statement? What is the radius of the path of electron where the mass is 9 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg and charge is 1.69 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb? So mass of electron, charge of electron, okay, and that is a very well known data, moving at a speed of 3 into 10 raised to 7, so V is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 7 into the magnetic field 6 into 10 raised to minus 4 Tesla and perpendicular, so theta is equal to π/2। so हमें फाइंड क्या करना है, R, और भी डेटा फाइंड करना है। तो what is this frequency, so frequency is equal to what is this energy, so energy is equal to in kilo electron volt, so we have to find this answer। okay, so here when the angle is π/2, if you consider this angle is what, π/2, then that is what, perpendicular projection। okay, perpendicular projection, then we derive this relation directly। what is this radius first, so radius R is equal to m V upon QB। so put this relative data here, so R is equal to mass of electron into V upon Q of electron E into B। see, ME given, V given, E given, B, everything is given, put here you get the answer in terms of meter, so calculation is in homework। ठीक है, सेकेंड फ्रीक्वेंसी, सो रेडियस का इक्वेशन नॉन है, वैसे फ्रीक्वेंसी का भी इक्वेशन नॉन है, सो फ्रीक्वेंसी इज इक्वल टू व्हाट, QB अपॉन 2πm, put the relevant data, so what is this, frequency is equal to EB upon 2πme, again this all those data are known, so find this frequency, you get the answer in hertz. Again this one is what in a homework, calculation of homework में, ठीक है. और energy, so energy, the charged particle is moving with some speed, then this energy is what kinetic energy, it's a 1/2 me into v square, 1/2 me and v, everything is known, but this answer is in joule. ये आंसर जिसमें मतलब जो भी आप फाइंड करो किस में आएगा, जूल में. Okay, so if you convert this answer in electron volt, actually see here kilo electron volt, so one ev is equal to 1.6 to 10 raised to minus 19 जूल. तो अब इक्वेशन का यूज करके आप पूरा प्रॉब्लम जो है सॉल्व करना है, ठीक है. तो पहले आंसर जूल में आएगा, उसको आप ईवी में कन्वर्ट करो, सिंपल. सो दस वी सॉल्व नंबर ऑफ प्रॉब्लम बेस्ड ऑन दिस कन्वर्जन ऑफ जूल टू ईवी और ईवी टू जूल. सो दिस वन इज अगेन इन अ होमवर्क. सो कैलकुलेशन आप सब वो होमवर्क में करना, ठीक है. चलो नोट करो एग्जाम्पल को.